back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So it's all booked up now. I am leaving India on the 3rd of March. I'm heading back to Australia. I will be back in town on the 3rd of March. I've got a full fucking month here. I was planning to leave on the 24th of February, but when I went to look at the tickets last night, it had doubled in price. It was going to cost $2,000 each, so I backed it off a week, which I didn't really want to do. Pretty much all I've done for the last 2 days is look after kids. I've spent like fucking 14 hours each day just fucking playing with my daughter. And it's nice. I love it. I love spending time with her. But we could back it off to like 12 hours, maybe even 10. If we backed it off to 10, it might be a little bit safer because those last 4 hours, I'm not exactly committed to the parenting for those last 4 hours. I don't know what the fuck she's doing those last 4 hours, putting fucking knives in plug holes or whatever. I wouldn't know, but I trust her to do the right thing. I don't know how the fuck those like 1950s housewives got through their day. And they probably had 6 or 7 kids as well, so that's just fucking non-stop. No wonder the milkman and the fucking postman were getting so much action back in the day. It's just like, fucking come in, cunts. Help me feel something again. Valium must have been a fucking godsend for those housewives. Yeah, so I wasn't really that keen on stretching it out till the 3rd of March, but the tickets were half the price. I wasn't even meant to book until my wife got sorted out back in Australia. She gets to Dubai, which is 4 hours from Bangalore. I've looked after the kid for like 5 hours, and she's getting messages from me going, I'm booking the flight back to Australia now. I need to. She's like, wow, you really lasted a long time. I'm like, I'm not cut out to be like a full-time dad. I'm not cut out to be like a full-time anything. I'm more like a subcontractor. I should just be like coming in and seeing what's going on when I'm called to. I shouldn't be overseeing the whole operation every day. That's insanity. I should be called in only for emergencies. And then still I'll try and make excuses not to come like 50% of the time. I'm a subby. I'm a subcontracting dad. I've been thrust into full-time fatherhood against my will. I didn't get like a pay increase. They don't give me holiday benefits or anything. It's just like, do this fucking work and shut the fuck up. It's like the last crane job I had, or the second last crane job I had. I was a casual employee, which was decent money per hour. And then when you were doing overtime, it really got good. And when they were short on work, they just wouldn't call me, which was also perfect. So I was getting paid pretty decent money. And then I was the first one to get a day off. They thought that was like a punishment for being casual. They're like, all right, mate, but when the work dries up, you're the first one to go. I'm like, fucking please fire me now. For the love of God, fucking fire me. But yeah, the big boss came back after a few months off with meth addiction. It pretty much was. And then he comes in and he's like, I'm going to make you full-time, Shags. And I'm like, fuck yeah, sweet. I thought I was going to stay on the same pay. The next week, my paycheck comes in. I did like 50 hours and I had barely earned the amount I would normally make in like a 25-hour week. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I look at my pay slip and they put me down 25%. They reduced my pay 25% to put me on full-time. I'm like, what the fuck are the benefits for full-time? He's like, you get your holidays paid, checks. And I'm like, I'll just pay for my own holidays. I'm pretty cool with that. The arrangement we had before, I was happy with that arrangement. And then the other fucking rort was going to full-time. They're meant to pay you a minimum 38-hour fucking week, no matter what, even if you didn't work the 38 hours. But you just got paid whatever hours you work. If it was a slow fucking week and you worked 20 hours, that's it. And then the worst thing of all, the fucking worst part of being a full-time employee is they keep you around just doing fucking shit work. Like fixing cranes and shit. Just because you're a full-time employee. Just send me home. I don't want to fix anything. I don't even know how I ended up here. So in the end, I had to call them up and I'm like, hey, I don't want to be full-time anymore. I think I lasted 2 weeks full-time. I'm like, I'm not happy with this shit. I'm like, it's not going to work for me, this full-time thing. But that's what everyone was aiming for. They wanted to be full-time. I'm like, can I get more casual than casual? Is there a way I can be more transient than fucking casual? I just want to be loosely involved in this operation. And that's exactly how I feel about parenting as well. I'm going to have to speak to my wife when she gets back to Australia and go, listen, this full-time caper is not working out for me. I need to be put back on casual, or I need to be subcontracting like maybe 2 days a week. She's going to be psyched to hear that. It's going to be a long fucking month. Anyway, that will do for tonight. I had really meant to talk about Tom Brady tonight, but what can you do? You just follow the fucking riff. Maybe I'll talk about Tom Brady tomorrow. All right, that is it for tonight. If you're enjoying the podcast, share it around with your friends. And actually, Patreon, you did pretty good this month. There was only 9 declines and like 4 people immediately deleting their subscription on the 1st. I can just picture those people going, what the fuck is this $8 coming out of my fucking account for? What is it? Oh, Boyle. How long's this been coming out for? I must have been fucking hammered when I signed up for that. Anyway, sort out your declines, you declining cunts. And if you haven't signed up for the Patreon, sign up for it now. Anyway, that'll do for tonight, and I'll see you the fuck later.